Hey friends, it's Alex from Vulture Culture, and this is my vlog for April. I am so sorry that there was no vlog in March. I've been extremely busy. I started a second job, so now I'm working at One Kombucha, which is a kombucha brewing company in Pompano. And so I'm doing that on top of my first job. And I've been really busy with a bunch of projects, so let's talk about them. First off, Les Angeles de la Nuit. They just came out with their new record, Darkness Looms. It's really good. I did all of the mastering for it. I didn't do any of the mixing on this record. I just did the mastering and some of the vocals here, and then some of the vocals he did in Paris. And it's a really great synth pop record. If you're a fan of synth pop, you got to check it out. Les Angeles de la Nuit. That's LESANGESDELANUIT. And you can go to lesangelesdelanuit.net or facebook.com/LADLN band, and that will get you to their stuff. And they're really cool and really nice people too. So the other really cool thing that happened is Miss FD contacted me to do a song with her called New Era. And we had a 3-week deadline on it or so. And so I just busted ass to get this thing done. And I think it's great. And I can't wait for you guys to hear it. I don't know where it's coming out yet, but it will probably come out on a promo CD. And it's really awesome that it's going to be the first major release with Vulture Culture. So that's really neat. Like whatever label it goes out on is going to be a big deal for me. And it was very kind of her to do the song with me. And what was so cool about it is she wrote a song and did music and everything for it, but then didn't send me the music. She just sent me the vocals and kind of let me do my thing, which was really cool of her to have a lot of faith in my artistic process, and she really just wanted to see what I would do with it, which was not only an honor to work with such a big artist as her, and such a talented artist. I mean, I have so much respect for her, but also that she thought highly enough of me to say like, hey, this guy can really do the music, and I think I did really good on it, and so it was great to collaborate with her again. But so that consumed a whole lot of my time. Also, since the last vlog, the Onna gig happened, and it was a huge success. It was Onna, Miss FD, Pandora Black, and Skoros, and man, it was an incredible turnout for a Monday night. I was blown away. During their set, Bridge from Onna said that it was one of the best Monday night turnouts they'd ever seen. I'm like, mixing sound, and I'm like getting emotional and all choked up when she said that. For me, it was just so awesome to give one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band, a really good gig here in South Florida. Hopefully they'll come back. Hopefully it was something to stand out for them. And to everybody who showed up for that, holy shit, a giant thank you for coming out and supporting local music on a Monday night. It's not easy anymore, man. And to all the bands that played, I am just in awe of everybody's performances. Everybody kicked so much ass. And, I thought it was really cool too, because no one that I knew had heard of Skoros before, and holy shit, did he impress everybody. I mean, I think everyone was just like, who is this guy and how have we not heard of him? Pandora Black is just, if not the coolest new act in South Florida. I mean, they're just incredible. They really have a thing that I think most acts struggle with in the beginning, which is their songwriting is really good. It's like you can have a really cool look, you can be great at your instruments, you can be great at a lot of things, but if you don't have great songs, it all doesn't matter. And they have great songs. Their CD is just, it's awesome. I just ran and grabbed their CD. Into the Shadows by Pandora Black is awesome. It's like 8 songs or so, and every song is actually really unique and individual, but it all has a consistent sound. I really think highly of this group, and I can't wait to see what they do next. Miss FD doesn't need any praise from me. I mean, was the biggest artist at the gig, and she's just incredible. I know because I've got some insider info that she's got a new record coming out, and from what I've heard about it, I'm just super excited. She said it's it's recorded very minimally, and that it's going to have a very direct, honest presentation, which to me is really exciting because her last record, Comfort for the Desolate, I felt really sort of got out of the synth pop genre, you know, and it really felt like it was, wow, this is its own thing. And it's certainly something that if you like synth pop, you'd be into, but it's totally its own thing too. And I think that she just did a knockout job with that record, so I can't wait to hear what's next. And of course she was awesome live, and she had like, I forgot who her name is, and sorry, but she was this incredible stilt walker, and so that she had that on stage, and of course Fernando from Cyanide Regime, so that was really awesome too. And then Onna, fuck, I mean, like I said, they're my, if not my favorite band, they're like top 3, you know. I was talking to them about it. They were like, we're not your favorite band. I was like, yeah, you really don't fucking realize how much of a fanboy I am. You know, the owner of Rock Bar, Gustavo, he's like a huge fan of, he was around in the 80s going to Depeche Mode and Nine Inch Nails, and he said that they were the best live act he's ever seen other than Depeche Mode and Nine Inch Nails, and I thought that was really cool. And I totally agree with that. I mean, they're just incredible. Everyone needs to go buy Force Rise the Sun. It's just the best record I've heard in a long time, and especially from effectively a local group from Boston. It was so cool that they came all the way down to play this gig. It was just so, I was so kind of emotionally drained from the mad dash to get that gig together, but it was so worth it. I was talking to Mike Linder, who does Black Fridays down here, and we sort of had similar feelings on this, which is, as much as both of us would love to just kind of give of ourselves and, you know, keep going, both of us feel that when you just gotta listen to your heart first. And I know for me, I don't want to do another gig like this until there's another incredible lineup, you know, and I don't want to just do Skoros, Pandora Black, Miss FD, and another group, you know, like I want to showcase some new talent. So some of the projects I'm working on right now is I'm working on a new text adventure, tentatively titled She Cried Against Strangling Hands. It's going to be a horror text adventure. It's going to be similar-ish to Dysnomia, but hopefully a little bit more spooky. And so that takes a little bit of time. There's always, text adventures are weird because you have a lot of like little things you don't think about that has to get tweaked. It's different than just writing fiction, for sure. And then I still need to write music for it. I haven't even started on that, so might still be a bit, but I wanted to at least say that it's gonna happen. I'm going to be starting a new series because my Fundamentals of EQ series is almost done. Which, by the way, sorry, the video, last week's video said that this week would be the resolution to it, but I wanted to get this vlog out because it's so late. So next week will be the conclusion to Fundamentals of EQ, talking about mixing out of solo, particularly vocals. And so the new series I'm doing, I don't know what I'm going to call it exactly yet, because I think I want to make sure I get a really good name, but it's going to be how to make a track all the way from the very beginning, like how to come up with melodies and chords, all the way through mixing everything, as well as writing lyrics and recording vocals and, mastering it. And then also album art and getting it on Bandcamp and getting it on Spotify and Google Play and Amazon and YouTube and Apple Music and iTunes, obviously, and all of that. And as a final note, something that you guys could help me out with is I want to launch a subscription service on Bandcamp, and I'm struggling with that a little bit. I think anytime asking for money is always the hard part of being a musician, but what I think is cool about Bandcamp is that you can directly connect with people and it cuts out all the middlemen. And what I want to do is I've completed a new EP titled the Cadaverous EP, or just Cadaverous EP. It'll be coming out in a bit, but every month I'm going to be releasing a new song off of that to only my subscribers. So if you want to hear it, you need to subscribe. And I'm not sure exactly what a good pricing scheme would be. Depending on who I talk to about it, it seems some people feel that I should try to make it as cheap as possible to get as many people who would be interested in it to subscribe. And then there's the other side of people. About 50% of the other people I've asked have said, you need to charge what you're worth and people will pay for it, especially because you're not just doing music, you're also doing YouTube tutorials. You need to really make it a big deal. So I wanted to ask you guys, the viewers who've made it through this vlog, that what do you think is fair, and what do you think is, not just for me, but for any musician who's doing what I'm doing, what would you pay to support a musician? And is it easier to make a payment once a month, or would you rather just do a yearly thing if it was cheaper? Or what to you is a fair price? Because listen, I have so much respect for anyone who puts any amount of money into the music industry nowadays, especially towards local musicians, because it's just difficult. I refuse to believe that people are just greedy and that we don't, that stealing music is just we don't care about the artist or something. I really feel that people want to support local artists, they just don't really know how. And even with Patreon and Bandcamp, it's still not quite easy enough, or is intuitive enough, or it's just not, we're just not exposed to it enough or something. So everybody who supports local music, I just want to say a thank you to that, because I hope some people watching these videos, when I release the subscription, that they'll support me too. That would be really amazing. So anyways, I know this vlog wasn't, I really didn't even get a chance to get into anything too personal in this one, but I just had so much fucking going on that I wanted to just keep you guys posted. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.